go. Let's go.
Week 6 of Get Ripped or Die Trying. I had to read the title. I can't read. Noah, tell them how much you weigh.
279 this week. So I'm kind of like inching down. It might be the same as I was last week, honestly.
You were 281.5 last week.
Oh,
and
tight.
you're 279 this week.
There you
Excellent.
go.
So I'm
job.
down
Yeah.
7.5 pounds.
That's correct.
Not bad. So,
Not
Maria,
bad. That's
first of all, we got to
great.
introduce our guest, the host of the Hot Dad podcast, which
Yep.
we have not been invited on, either one of us.
It's not specifically for dads,
We
just to
are-
be clear. Where
we
am I
are
looking?
hot.
No, it's a 3-camera shoot. Just be
Okay,
normal.
all right.
Just be
Got it.
normal. This is all
Just
big
be
budget.
normal.
This is all.
Is it big budget because it's 100 degrees in here?
It's so hot. It kind of stinks in here. Honestly, feels a little like a locker room. You know what I mean?
I can't smell anything.
Did you ever play team sports?
Yeah,
What sports?
lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
Oh, okay. Did it stink in there?
Stinking where?
You know where.
Oh boy.
The locker room.
Oh boy. Yeah. I think
so-
it was about usual.
This is a 12-week podcast, Maria, where I am trying to get ripped with the help of Will Winner, my trainer, friend, and basically dominatrix.
Nice.
So we're checking in every week, and then we have people like you, comics who are into fitness. Or
yeah.
we're trying to get some like not fit comics who are trying to get in shape, but
Yeah.
it's
It's
really
kind of
hard to
insulting
ask
to
them.
get them.
Can I just say you're the first bald dominatrix I've ever met? So that's
wow.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You met a lot of dominatrix?
Absolutely.
Lots of hair?
Dominatrices. Yeah.
Dominatrix CCs?
CCs.
Yeah.
I just call them CCs.
So I track my food, and Will can see it, and then sometimes he like pops up and is like, "What happened, dude? Like, no appetite? Like,
What happened?
like not enough protein? You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
So it was away last week, as you guys probably both
You had
know.
a big
Yep.
fucking week.
Princeton
Huge
made the
week.
Sweet 16.
Yep.
On the road, Colorado,
Killing it.
Sacramento, back to Colorado, and then red eye home. So there was a lot of pitfalls of diet.
We had one moment where I was very upset and I had to mask it.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Okay, so when was the first game in Sacramento? Friday?
Thursday.
This
Thursday.
is exciting content for
Thursday.
your listeners. Which day was that game that happened that we'll never think about again?
Listen, our listeners love that shit. They're like, what day is
They're
it?
big dates people.
Yeah.
I have questions, but you guys
No,
finish
go
what
ahead.
your-
Well, you fucking had a huge drinking night before the game.
I did?
Yes, the night before the game, you went out and like it had like 20 drinks, and then you confessed to me the next morning. You're like, I feel like shit. I'm a loser, and I was just like, dude,
Oh, yeah.
I expected you to go out hard after the game, win or lose.
That's
Yeah.
how confident he is of a person that he immediately let it go that he felt bad about something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
moved on with his life.
Oh, no. Well, I tried.
And this was after a huge pregame speech that I gave him about like, hey,
Wait.
dude, if you get in a tough spot on the road, you can fucking text me, and like we'll make sure
You're
that
his
you're gonna stay on the
sponsor.
road. Kind of, yeah.
You're sober now, right?
Yeah, for my meds.
How many years have you been sober?
I mean, I'm fake sober. Like, I have champagne at Christmas and I have a drink on my birthday.
What about
but
weed?
No, I can't. 'Cause of
Nothing
my meds.
else.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nothing. I tried
You
to do
are-
Molly and it did not go well.
What kind of meds you got?
Antipsychotic and a mood stabilizer. I'm
Yeah, Molly would
bipolar.
be really horrible for that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, well, I wouldn't say it was horrible. It was fun, but it was like fucked up.
Intense.
Yeah.
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 Well, we will get to your fitness journey.
I was unaware that I'm on a journey. That's good to find out.
Once you start viewing food as fuel, then you're on a journey. That's been key to my life. But what happened was, so Will told me to have this strategy for drinking, and which was just have a couple cocktails and really treat yourself, but then you'll have like 2. So I was like, all right. So I meet my college teammate, big game tomorrow. There's just energy in Sacramento. UCLA fans over here, Arizona fans over here. Everybody's wearing their shit. So I'm like, I'm going to do that. And I go and I have 2 cocktails and I go, that felt really good.
I'm gonna have
like
2
12.
more.
Yeah.
You know what would feel great? Lots of double cocktails.
Yeah. And then somehow I'm like, yeah, but this one's like a whiskey one, so it doesn't count. Like, I did that whole thing. I talked shit to the UCLA head coach. It was fantastic. I told some Arizona fan that like they were in big trouble. And then guess what? We did win. So it was awesome.
Oh boy.
It sounds like an 80s movie, like bully storyline.
The whitest team in the NCAA.
Not white anymore. No.
You guys
Check us out.
You guys looked white as hell when I watched that game.
Dunking, dunks. Not playing slow, scoring a lot of points. Dunk. Blew out Missouri the next day.
So you're just arguing because they did well, they're not white? Is that what you're saying?
There's like 3 of the top 7 players are black.
I'm just telling
4 out of 3.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
That's still like a low number for basketball. I will admit that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but a lot of people are like, yeah, they just play that smart basketball. I'm like, bitch, we beat Missouri by 20.
Yeah.
But
I also think smart basketball is also a white guy type of
It's a
like
euphemism.
biased
Yeah,
statement. They're
for
like
sure.
they play smart because they're white, and it's like you got to shut the fuck up.
I know. Well, they used to do that. They'd be like, Kirk Heinrich, what a fundamental guy. I'm like, he's dunking on people.
Yeah.
It's like the smart quarterback,
Yeah.
But I did get a little drunk that night, and then
Little drizzy.
when they won, though, I kind of I only had like 2-3 beers.
Because I
Pretty proud of
got
myself.
in your head, I think.
And
At least I like to think that.
so to be responsible, I stopped drinking and I went to the casino and went on a heater
A
that
tear.
night.
You went on a tear.
I mean, I won. I
Did
won.
you?
I won a heater
How
that came
much?
down, but I won like 100 just playing like poker.
100,000. Not a
So
big deal.
then we beat Missouri on Saturday, and then I really, for some reason, was able to control myself. I had like 1.5 drinks. I go
That's
back
great.
to the casino, fucking sit down and go on a straight line up and win $565.
Good for you.
And I was literally like, I can't lose. I cannot lose right now. Prince is winning. I'm winning. I got up in the morning, doing all that shit. Yes.
Can
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
No, this is some new age spiritualism, but do you think that you aligning with what you should be doing and your purpose made like your luck in the casino that weekend?
Yeah. Actually, yes, I do.
This must be the wellness portion of the podcast.
No, this is a man. First of all, we've never had a woman on the show
Oh
before.
boy.
That's not even true. Have we had one?
No.
So we've only had 4 episodes. So
6.
kiss my ass.
You were the one who said it. Nobody else was like, Noah, where are the fucking women at? Like you.
Not trying to think like a Brooklyn woke person. I have who I want on. You know why you're on?
Why?
You're a great guest, number 1, if I let you talk. And 2,
We'll find out.
I remember you telling me you did CrossFit
You're a
Yeah.
like 8
CrossFitter.
years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, how was it? And you were like, I have a fucking 6-pack. You were like so matter of fact about
I
it.
did not say I had a six pack.
you
I've
did.
never had
Did
a
you
six pack
have a
in my
six pack
life.
from CrossFit?
No. I said that I'm toned.
Are you still? Well, that's outrageous. Listen, you said you had a 6-pack, and
I've never had a six pack in my life. I did not say that.
tell me about your CrossFit.
Tell you what do you?
When did you start? How often do you go?
Are you still
Are
doing
you a
it?
cult person?
I still do it. I would not say that I'm culty. I just show up and work out and then go home.
Yeah.
I have like a few friends from the gym, but I don't like. They're not like hang out with friends. You know what I mean? They're like see
Gym
you at the
bros.
gym and like maybe like DM on Instagram occasionally type of thing. I'm trying to not stare just at Noah because I want this to be I want this to be a
Inclusive.
three-way.
No, this is done just for size purposes. I'm not like it's not like a this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trying
I'm
to
a
make,
large person.
we're trying to make you comfy. We're trying to make you
Yeah.
comfy.
You're a
yeah.
big boy.
I'm a big boy.
But I played lacrosse in high school and college, and then I went and lived in
In
Spain.
college?
Yeah, but it's not like D1 or anything like that. It's West Coast. It's very chill. And then I graduated. I moved to Spain for a year, and I did a lot of cycling while I was there, like classes, not like on a actual bicycle. I would never.
Tour de France.
Yeah, just it wasn't a big deal. It's like me and Lance, but anyway, but I still managed to gain like 30 pounds while I was there. I was just eating like mad bread. You know what I mean? Just like
Whoa, tight.
going ham. Came back nice and thick.
Going
and-
jamon.
Yeah, jamon, jamon iberico. Sí. And so I got back and I was like, well, we got to do something about this. And I saw my friend's sister. And she had lost like 30 pounds in between when I left for Spain and when I got back. And I was like, well, what the fuck are you doing? And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's this thing called CrossFit. And I was like, sold. So I just went and tried it. And I was like, this is perfect. Like, this is like team sports, but, just in a gym.
The competitive aspect is like my sister locked into CrossFit for a bit, and like she's like, I like to see if I can win. and she's
Sure.
like good at some shit. There's other things that she struggles with, but like strength wise, she can lift heavy shit.
Yeah.
As good as any of the women in the class, and she's just like, so some of the conditioning stuff I'm not so great at, but like when it's a heavy lifting thing, I can win.
I'd say I'm about 50-50. Like I can be in like the top section for weightlifting. I can be the top section for conditioning. Not necessarily first, but like, you know, in the conversation. Like I got 8th at our gym for the like they do like a CrossFit Open every year where everyone does the same 3 workouts. And it gets anyway, but everyone on the globe does it at the same time, and so you know, in the women, I got 8th.
That's pretty fucking badass, dude.
Wait, you got 8th in the world?
No,
How many kipping pull-ups can you do?
in the gym?
What do you mean on the globe?
Like all the CrossFit gyms in the world
Do it.
do these workouts.
So what'd you get in the world?
Oh, in the world, I don't know, probably like 25,000 or something
Whoa,
like that.
that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I mean,
Like 1 billion people just in China.
oh my god, yeah, and they're all doing CrossFit in
Yeah,
China.
at the same time.
All billion of them.
So when you first started, first of all, this is a fitness pod, so get into the weeds because we like that shit.
Yeah. Do you want to hear about my first workout that I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that face. You see how
Your face is, I've never seen a creepier face in my life, and I just went to your camera, and it was the honest to God, I don't know if I can keep doing this show with you. That was weird, man.
No, I like it.
did you see the like
Talking about
he got like a
lifting.
visual hard on?
You,
gave a
hold
real-
on. Can I tell you something? You guys made that sexual. I was excited about hearing about lifting, and then everyone else said, "That's my excitement about lifting." Thank you.
Sure. Good cover.
Now,
Just so you know, you're sweating from your nose.
I'm sweating so much.
This fan
I'm
is
not wearing my
incredible.
whoop, so I don't know how much I'm burning just by talking.
Oh,
A
no.
lot, baby.
No, but what I'm always curious with CrossFit is the layman, not the meat stick like me, would go in there and they'd be like, "We're doing RDLs, grab a hex bar, you're gonna do it," and wouldn't know shit and would feel very intimidated. So
Yeah,
that's why I got
It's a lot of
excited.
action.
Well, so technically that wasn't the first workout I did. What CrossFit gyms do when you go is they put you through a fundamentals course where they teach you how to do all of the fundamentals, right? So you learn how to snatch, you learn how to deadlift, you learn how to clean and jerk, like you learn how to push press. And so that way when you actually get into class with people that know what they're doing, you're already familiar, you've already graduated from like fundamentals. And so yeah, you're still going to have a million questions, but one of the great things about CrossFit is in general, like people that take the classes are very friendly and they're very open to helping you. So like the coach will pair you up with someone and they'll be like, "Hey, this person's new," like, and they'll come around and they check everyone's form. So they come around and they probably spend a little extra time with the new person to teach them how to do, you know, whatever the movement of the day is, that, you know, whatever the weightlifting piece is. So it's very accessible because they take care of the people that come in. You're not like thrown to the wolves. You know
But then a
what I mean?
lot of anti-vaxxers too. You know, right? By week 6, they're like, "You believe that stuff?" I drink raw milk. You know.
Regionally, that's probably true. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'm at a fucking, you know, Brooklyn gym. Like, you weren't allowed to go unless you were vaxxed.
Yeah.
Wait,
And it's
are
one
you
of the
like
largest in
cops
the
and
world.
firefighter Brooklyn CrossFit, or is it?
Wait, so
yeah.
it's a big physical space in Brooklyn?
Yeah, they have 2 spaces across the street from each other.
Ah, because that's my other beef with CrossFit is like in Manhattan.
got a lot of beef.
I got a lot of
What's
beefs with
his first
CrossFit. Well, I'm jealous. I can't do a lot of the movements due to my many injuries, but
But they can scale it for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of injured CrossFitters, bro.
the fuck is this? A pitch for me to try? What are you, a personal trainer? So,
Absolutely not.
but you ever get one of those guys like on your case? Probably.
On my case? What do you mean?
They go, "I'll give you a free lesson," and then they try to upsell you.
Oh, sure, but I
Yeah.
just take the free lesson and tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, me and Alyssa did that like 10 years ago, and we were just laughing. And the girl was like 23, and we felt so bad. We were like, "I'm sorry." She was like mad. She like didn't think it was funny.
Yeah, I bet she didn't.
But I had a question in there somewhere. Anyway, any questions for me?
I had my old boss, who was the most intimidating boss I've ever had. His French guy, general manager at the restaurant, and like crazy CrossFit. Loved it.
Those people are scary.
So Murph which
Oh, yeah.
is like the big CrossFit workout. They like all across the country.
Memorial
what is
Day
it?
weekend.
It's so
It's
many.
run a
pull-up-
mile,
It's-
100 pull-ups,
it's-
200 squats, run a mile.
No, it's
Is that
run
it?
a mile, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, run another mile.
Damn. This
So,
is easy as hell.
A really good time is like 20 minutes or something.
No, like you
An hour.
like 50 would
Two-
be,
50?
would be
2
good.
days?
He's yeah.
2 days, Rhabdo Hospital. That would be my time.
Dude, this guy
I
was
got
a
Rhabdo.
fucking savage.
I got Rhabdo.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know about the whole CrossFit Rhabdo thing, right?
No, tell me.
There used to be a thing called Uncle Rhabdo that was like a clown with his like kidneys exploding and bleeding and
you
stuff.
do know I'm being
Oh,
sarcastic.
sorry. No, I don't. Listen, I didn't know you were being sarcastic.
I've been doing it since 2008.
Oh, okay. So you were there during that era.
Yes.
I got Rhabdo.
Yeah. Doing CrossFit?
No. Working with a personal trainer, for Christ's sake, who stole my money and didn't refund the session.
Oh boy.
I was like, I'm in the hospital. I have Rhabdo. He's like, that's with your kidneys, huh? I was like, yeah. He's
Well,
like,
you didn't ask for a refund.
I was like, I'd like my money back. And he was just like, who dis?
I would have tracked that motherfucker down, but I'm a psychopath.
He's like a friend of a friend. I saw him at my friend's wedding. He was like, what's up, bro? I'm like, still fucking had
I would-
Rhabdo.
Yeah, but you gotta get in there before the wedding.
I know.
Savage.
Sometimes I'm conflict averse, and sometimes I'm very, very conflict
Yeah.
verse.
Verse.
Yeah, what's the opposite of averse?
I don't know.
Focused.
Welcoming.
Oh, this is not relevant, really. Maybe it is, but
Oh boy, that means it's not.
last week. Okay, you ever been in a fist fight?
No.
Really?
Really.
Wow, you've been doing stand up in New York for 12
I
years?
just
No,
do it.
that's not
I just
something
do it with
everybody's gotten
words.
into. Have you
Yeah.
gotten into a fist fight because of stand up in New York?
No, but I'm not a woman doing stand up. I think you should punch them in the face. Like,
What?
Do all lady comics get fucking attacked?
Alyssa's been in a bar fight.
Really?
real?
Yeah,
I can't see that.
Halloween.
Wow.
I mean, before I knew her, but she's dressed like
Now
one of the
he's-
village people.
Now he's settled her down, so she's not
Yeah, I
such a.
said, if we're gonna be together, you need to calm
she
down.
was a wild animal before.
But I had that thing. This is not. I'm not gonna tell the story. Let's get on. Moving on to the next thing.
Wait,
Do you want to hear about my first workout?
Yeah.
First workout.
First workout. I cannot remember what the lift was, but I do remember what the Metcon was, metabolic conditioning.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was 150 wall balls for time. And the weight of the wall ball for men is 20 pounds, and you hit a 10-foot target. And the weight, and you throw it up, and then you squat, and then you keep throwing it up until at the end you throw up. But
How many people threw up?
that day, nobody.
Oh wow.
But sorry.
Yeah.
And then the women's standard is 14 pounds, and you hit a 9-foot target, and so that's the difference. And so they said, we're going to do this. And I said, cool. What are we going to do after that? And they were like, lay on the floor and die.
Yeah.
And man, I got my ass fucking kicked. That was
Like,
it's-
and you got
it's
addicted
really
off that
hard.
first one.
No, I already liked it from doing the fundamentals course. That day, I could have been like, oh, I'm never going to do this again. It was rough.
Do you ever feel? This is for both of you fuckers over there. Do you ever feel like if you work out too hard, it's hard to be funny because you got like nothing left in you?
No.
I feel like it's hard to be funny all the time. Like when I was getting, like if I smoked weed, I would just be like, oh, I have anxiety about being funny. If
Yeah.
I work out, I have anxiety about, like, being funny is just naturally hard.
Yeah. I thought it depleted the well, and same with drinking. If I'm hungover, I'm
Yes.
like, I have nothing funny to say to anybody. So if I like have a thing that night, I'll go like 60%, which is another reason why I haven't gone to CrossFit. I'm like, this is gonna like.
Well, you choose how hard you go. Like I don't.
And you choose if you do it with bad form that fucks you up. Like you do have autonomy in the thing.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna say something to you if you're using bad form.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, you're gonna hurt yourself.
All right. What else in your fitness journey,
Oh my God.
Maria? No. And wellness, and you have a mental health issue that now you're medicated.
Yep.
What's been the biggest challenge, health wise, getting to like where you are now? Like, I'm being serious. This is like it's a podcast. For Christ's sake.
Whenever someone has to say this is the thing it is, like that's always
That's really good.
It's always
that was a
troubling.
joke. Beep, beep, beep. That's always a good place to be, right?
Yeah. This is a podcast.
This is
Nothing has ever sounded more like maybe this is not a podcast. Like these mics aren't on.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
That'd be
are
a
just.
great dirty trick. What if this was all a prank show?
Oh my god!
Someone comes out from behind that curtain and, murders you.
I'm not going to turn my head around. I swear. Oh my god.
Do you find that fitness is part of your mental
Yes.
wellness? Absolutely.
Without a doubt. I like if I'm manic, if I'm depressed, I make myself go to the gym because like
Gotta have it.
you need those brain chemicals from working out. You know, you got the endorphins, you got the dopamine, you got the adrenaline, you got
Sense
the
of
oxytocin.
accomplishment.
Sure, that doesn't necessarily do a lot for you, but nothing helps depression more than doing a set. To be honest, like
Oh, that was the tightest thing I've ever heard anybody say. I agree with you.
it's true. Like because it's the same brain chemicals, but it's far more intense than working out. You
Yeah.
know, and so it just resets you to a certain extent.
Oh, wait. Did you mean the lifting set or doing stand-up?
Stand up.
No. I thought you meant lifting.
No, I do love lifting though. That's the part of CrossFit I like is weightlifting. I
Really
don't-
good
I
set
don't
of
like
heavy
the heavy
squat
bridging.
or like killing on stage. What's better?
Oh my god.
Killing on stage.
Yeah, how can you
Well, I
ask
know.
that question?
That was a joke. I was kidding, Maria.
This is a podcast.
This is a podcast is going to go down in history as one of the stupidest things I've ever said. Wait,
Have you ever had? I get this sometimes with. So I have a buddy who just started on new meds and weight gain. Have you ever had concern of that with meds?
Oh, I've absolutely had concern of that. I have told my psychopharmacologist and my therapist outright, if you put me on something that's going to make me fat, I will get the fuck off of it. I will absolutely not live like that.
Have you? And they've just avoided that. You've never gone into that territory where you're like,
I haven't as of yet. The new med that I'm on a new antipsychotic. It's called Vraylar, and I'm still kind of figuring it out. I've completely lost my appetite.
Allergan.
Ooh.
Allergan.
What?
Allergan, the company that makes Vraylar. I know about Vraylar.
Okay, got it.
he knows the inside baseball.
You got so worked up for that.
Yeah,
Allergan.
yeah.
Allergan. Maria Allergan.
Keep going. When we release this, they're gonna be like, "Noah, shut the fuck up! Stop interrupting her." All right, good.
I don't feel interrupted.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Vraylar. Feeling it
How
out.
excited. Noah's so proud of himself.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still figuring it out, like in my body. Like I've been on it for like a month. I have decreased appetite to the point where I have to just tell myself you have to eat something.
Whoa.
Even though I'm not, like, my body is craving it, but I'm not craving it. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
Is it like
that's
your-
awesome.
it's not.
Boy, you gotta get some Vraylar up in here.
It's not as awesome
Great
as you,
sponsor for
as
us,
you
Are
think
you
it
so
is.
focused on the task at hand that you kind of forget to eat, or it's just like it's
I'm
on,
just-
on some other shit?
No, I'm like checking in with myself, and I'm like, "Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry?" And I'm just not. I haven't
That's
lost any weight
interesting.
or anything from it. Like it's just like the status quo right now.
What about like and I know of many people who've been on and off meds, like some people are like, this isn't the real me. I can't tap into my creative. Have you had any of that?
I have felt kind of like stagnant with stand up. Like when I host, I have to, because you have to sit there in between comics, you know what I mean? And just sort of like restless and bored, which can be another side effect of it, is feeling restless. So I don't know if I'll stay on it or not, but I'm giving it some time because it's been good for my like mania depression. So it's like, you do usually have to accept some amount of side effects from like anything you're on, right? Like I
Yeah.
still feel like I'm me, you know what I mean? Like I'm
Just like you're not being like as mean as usual and like no, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I could be
listen,
mean if you need me to be mean.
What
Nice tank top. Okay.
This shit is vintage Sons. I stand by this. Also, before we get to our clips, we have a hard out at 6:30.
Yeah, I love that you keep mentioning that. Your listeners must love that.
How much tighter is my neck than the last time you saw it? That shit is tightened
Here's your
up.
neck. The last time I saw you was on Zoom.
Yeah, that's true. We did a
You were
really
like
good
this.
episode.
You were like, "Hi."
Oh, I know how to shoot myself so that it's not, below. Let me cue up some clips and we're going to do some reaction
Can I
videos.
ask you about
no.
a drug real quick? Do you know about Evista?
No.
He wanted to. He wanted to know about it so bad. And
I was going to make a really bad joke about it being a vacation spot in Mexico, but then I wasn't going to do
You
that.
should have gone for it. That would have been right on cue.
Bluetooth is off. Fuck that. Turn it on, baby.
I have a hard out at 6:30, but I have technical complications that are going to take 10 minutes to figure
The
out.
hardest out. He's got to go raise the boy.
We're on that Regis son. Yeah. Alyssa's not happy. Oh, wait. Let's talk about this one.
Alyssa's not happy.
Oh, this fucking guy is. Okay, so.
No. We got to start with this.
Okay.
So it's a 25% calorie reduction of what I would normally consume. So I'm on a caloric restriction diet.
So you're hungry all the time.
I'm hungry all the time.
In fact, let me ask you really fast before
Yeah.
we get into this. Does your life suck?
I've never been happier or more fulfilled or more energized. I've never,
wasn't supposed to
ever
have there, but,
been in a better state in my entire life.
Even though you're
So
hungry all
this
the time.
guy is said he's reduced his epigenetic age, so his true age, by 4
I
years.
can't with these people. That
This
like,
is my
like
whole.
how the fuck do you prove that?
I mean, scientifically, I guess it's true. He wears a shit ton of fucking sunscreen, so he's trying to reverse his skin aging.
I'm hungry all the time.
In fact, let me ask you really fast before we get into this. Does your life suck?
I've
No.
or more fulfilled or more energized. I've never, ever been in a better state in my entire life.
Even though you're hungry all the
No.
time.
False.
I
False.
would trade
False.
My life for anything right
My
now.
life.
So my diet every day is...
So this is the guy who sold, I believe it was Venmo, for $400 million. Then he said, I want to just do something great with my life, so I'm going to figure out how to reverse aging, and I'm going to do it so that everybody else can learn from me.
Wow.
So he only eats 2,000 calories a day.
So he's a vampire now.
He looks
He's a fucking-
terrible, doesn't he?
Yes, this is part of
I
my
mean, I
theory.
don't know what
It's
he looked like before.
He makes
but-
you fuckers look tan. I mean, come on. Here we go. Anybody?
You have to follow the fitness advice of people that you actually like kind of want to resemble in some way. That's like my number one rule. Like pick somebody that you know what steroids looks like, and pick somebody that you think that you kind of could look like or would want to look
Yeah,
like.
mine
first.
is Queen Latifah.
She looks great.
She does look good as hell.
strong.
I find that rich people realize, like, they go, I'm really rich, and they go, I'm still not happy.
Yeah.
And then they try to be like, well, I got rich. I'll fly to Saturn. You know, like
Saturn.
they think that like anything's possible, and you just want to be like, you're gonna get old and die, fucker. Like it doesn't matter that you have $400 million, right?
Yeah.
Bezos got on roids. Bezos is jacked as fuck.
All those guys instantly are gonna get on roids because they're gonna be like, I still feel like a loser. All things come back to wanting to be a jacked bro
jacked
and
dude.
bang,
Yeah.
right? How's the libido?
The libido's fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you tell your doctor that you would instantly quit if it killed your libido too?
No, but I just didn't. I wasn't worried that was a thing.
Oh.
Like it's not on the side effects list.
Oh, really? It is on for a lot of antidepressants.
It might be, but it's an
Yeah.
antipsychotic. It's not an antidepressant.
Yeah.
So I don't
No,
know.
that's why I
I
thought
don't know
it
if
was-
it makes a difference or not.
I'm not a doctor, nor do I have any medical knowledge, but I've heard my one friend couldn't get a boner.
Yeah. I
'Cause
mean, I
he's
don't
gay.
have the same. I mean, I would say gay guys usually do fine getting boners.
Do you think it's offensive that we on this podcast say being gay rules?
No, I just think it's stupid.
But why? We think that being gay rules from our perspective.
But you're doing that lean-in thing, like where people are like, "I love black people," and it's
No,
like,
no,
what?
because we just see them as jacked dudes. They seem to be having a great time.
They are. They don't have to deal with women.
That's what. La, la, la. Just parachute me out of the building. Take a shoot to the basement. I didn't say it. I did not say it. Let's go to another clip.
They don't have to get any like functional critique from someone who like has decorum on like how to be a human being. You know?
Yeah, they're just living in their own clubhouse over there.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just doing the dumb stuff they do because they're just a bunch of boys.
All right.
The man that can conquer all, the man that's financially secure, the man that's in great shape. I mean, the man I would listen to. Who the fuck are you guys lying to? Why you guys lying to yourselves? You know what the this is. You know 100% whether you would listen to you or not. Why the are you talking? Who would listen to you? Wake up and the first thing I work on is me. Because I have to be jacked. What am I going to do? Have a bunch of money and not be jacked? And just assume that my chick's there for the money? At least I could change this and make this aesthetically appealing so I know it's a mixture of everything. The man that can conquer all. The man that's financially secure. Man that's...
I feel like the
Thoughts?
I mean, this is very hack, but that guy has the tiniest penis in the world. He's like, what can I make jacked because I can't make my dick jacked.
He's like, can I do curls with my dick? And they're like, no. And he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Wes Watson. We always talk shit, but then I gotta tell you, at 5:30 in the morning, when you don't want to go to the gym, you pop on a Wes Watson, it fucking hits you at a real place.
Never in my life.
No, never to either one of those things. I hate morning working out, and I hate Wes Watson.
You gotta get it, bro.
I mean, it's just like, I think, to me, it's the desperation to make what he's doing important to everyone else.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to go do that, great, go do that. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, good for you.
Yeah.
But he wants everyone to know, like, this is important and what I'm doing is, like, the right way. That's the problem with, like, all...
That's social media.
I was going to say that's the problem with, like, all, like, lifestyles that people do. You know what I mean? Like, CrossFit, vegan, not vegan. Like, everyone, like, takes it, like, about... Like, if I don't drink, and then you're like, oh, you think you're... I have a bit about this, but it's like, oh, you think you're better than me because you don't drink? And it's like, no, I just don't drink for my reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people make it about them that they're like, oh, you're doing something better than I am. So, you know, that bothers me. Like, meat eaters hate vegans because they think vegans are wrong. But really, it's like, well, what do you give a shit? Like, who cares if they're not, you know,
but I would also
eating
say,
the way you eat?
When people are stuck and, like, not doing anything, they probably would be more happier roiding up and
More
lifting
happier.
than...
Sure.
More happier. I'm get more happy up in here.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like,
But you know what I mean? I think sometimes people overthink, like, I don't know what to do. It's
People
like,
need
just
to-
do something.
yeah, people just need to move and they need to eat food and drink water.
People
This
need
is-
to get ripped or die trying.
This is a podcast, okay? You know that every time I try a failed project, as this one is going to be, something else good happens for me.
That's great.
Yeah.
What happened last time?
I did a podcast with my father-in-law, and I got ESPN.
There you go.
right.
Nobody listened to the fucking podcast with my father-in-law.
What a mystery. So what? So is that why you did this? Not because you want to do this podcast, but because you want something out of it that's not this.
The body will get better, and then
We just
this
wanna-
might be a hit.
So,
But in either case, I'll be in good shape.
but it's just 12 episodes, and then what happens?
Then we're going to sell it to HBO. We're going to get agents. We're going to get limos. I don't know.
Limos?
Oh, yeah. We get with the hot tub.
You know, I've actually seen Noah in a limo before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I think I have.
because when he proposed to Alyssa,
Oh, yeah.
he used me because Alyssa worked at the company that I worked at to like lure her out of the office so that he could surprise her.
In a limo? You
Mm-hmm.
proposed in a limo?
Well, I think you're conflating two memories, but I did call ahead and get the vacation days.
Yeah.
Proposed in the park, came back and was like, you got to pack up. We're going to the airport, and got the stretch.
Wow.
Baller shit. Now, you know what the thing about limos is? They're not that expensive. They're really not that baller. They're like, we can send a black car for $200 or a stretched Escalade for, $270. You're like, oh, okay. Because people don't like limos other than cheesy idiots like me.
Yeah.
Guys, I've
That
got a
was
heart
it.
out. This is a podcast. Where can they find your shit? Maria Heinegg.
You can find me on the internet at all the usual places: Instagram, TikTok. What am I forgetting? Twitter. MariaHeinegg.
We'll post it here, I guess, right?
You can find our shit in the show description. Noah's at 279. Stay tuned for next week. Hopefully, I want to say 276.
Yeah, I know. I need to cross that next kind of
That
barrier.
thresh.
I've been like 281, 279. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever. This is a podcast.
Hey!